Today is June 2024, 2026. I'll be going over today's price action. Ended up again fading the day once again. Um, there was one trade I was super close to taking, and I probably should have taken it. So I'm gonna journal that one. But you know, it's kind of iffy. It was just iffy. But yeah, coming in today, I had a kind of like leaning more bearish slash neutral here, just because of the low time frame. We were just stuck in the range. You can see the low time frame. We have low resistance liquidity and then low resistance liquidity. But what do we have up top? We have a 4 hour even high, and then we have this 4 hour swing low right here. And then we've got a bunch of low resistance liquidity leading up to both of these DLLs. So if there's like two DLLs that are super A plus that you can see either asset sweeping, like you can see either price either going up or down. You try to trade what's inside, and what's inside is this 30-minute gap right here. So I'm just looking for NQ to tap this 30-minute gap and see what do we do here. If we tap this 30-minute gap and we displace out of it and inverse this 30-minute gap, I'll be looking for a 5-minute continuation. Or if we tap this 30-minute gap, get bearish reaction off it, I will look for a inversion out of this 30-minute gap to target all of this LR below. Very clear like condition here. Again, conditional conditionally based bias here. What do we do with this 30-minute? So market open, you come up market open, and 9:30 opens and immediately goes lower, adding more liquidity to this overall. All this LR adding more liquid. Look how much liquidity. Look how much low resistance we have here. Look how much swing lows we got here. We got this one. We got multiple swing lows. So what does 930 do? Come lower, adding more liquidity to this liquidity pool. So at this point, I am super bearish now if we show reaction off this 30-minute gap. So I'm just waiting for some type of invalidation of a fair value gap. What did we get? There was actually, I was even looking for this to get some type of inversion here. There was not even a 30, not even a 15-second here, bro. I was looking for some type, because after this, we sweep this internal right here, and we're just looking for something in the leg. There was not even a 15-second there to get inverse, so I couldn't take the inversion. So what do we open up? A 3-minute gap right here. So I'm just waiting for this 3-minute gap to get inversed. Boom, waiting, boom, man, and we get the worst close of all time. But you see this upper up, this close takes out the internal. There's, dude, this close is just super bad. Even if you want to take this, it's just like the RR is in like terrible. There's like, bro, there's just really nothing you can really take this, bro. We took the internal here, and it's just like, dude, right? Also, this trade also had true manipulation with ES, also SMT. We had an SMT, high time from SMT, true manipulation still inside this 15-minute gap. Waking below it, that's what you like to see. We're entering, look, we interact with this gap and we close below the gap. We don't close above, we don't inverse this gap, we close below it right here, leaving a huge ass wick, as showing crazy rejection off this 30-minute gap. So yeah, that's why I wanted that 3-minute, and what I'm saying, we don't even get it, right? I really wanted this 3-minute, and what happens? We edge, like we literally don't close it, and then I wait for the next candle, and this is a close. So we have this 3-minute CISD right here, and then we open up a 3-minute gap. So this is a trade I potentially was looking at, right? I potentially was looking at this trade right here, because we tapped CISD of this inversion. We also tap this 3-minute gap right here. Beautiful. We tap this 3-minute gap right here, which is also sponsored by the 30-minute. So this 3-minute right here is sponsored. What else do we have? We have still all this low resistance liquidity leading up to a gap. We still have all this liquidity leading up to this sell side liquidity, this 4-hour major sell side liquidity. So I was just looking for that to get inversed. To get some type of short here. And yeah, we got the worst close ever. I could not take a short. We open up a 5 minute here. And I'm just waiting here. I'm just waiting for this 5 minute to get open. But I did see this. I did see this 3 minute tap. ES was also in a 3 minute. Still had a bunch of, yes, we have this SMT, but it really doesn't matter. We still have a bunch of lows below. So I'm just waiting. See, look, also sponsored 3 minute right there. ES also in a NQ also in a 3 minute. And what do we have right here? We have a 30-second ifvg. So we open up a 30-second right here. We resweep and we open up a 30-second. Boom! Immediately. Insane. With CISD, 30-second CISD with ifvg with good displacement. 945 PO3. Beautiful trade here. Ended up not taking it. Why? Because it's a 3 minute comp. I have never taken a 3 minute comp. I can't even name the times I took in like a comp less than a 5 minute. Most of my comps are 5 minutes. Also, there is a 5 minute opening at your stop loss, which is you know in 2 minutes a 5 minute is opening at your stop loss right here. This swing high right here is a 5 minute. So how can we tell this is going to be a breakaway gap? You know what I mean? So you can argue breakaway gap. I just never use breakaway gaps. I'm gonna start journaling. I'm trying to when the breakaway gap happens, whatever. Because it was such a clean. If this was a 5 minute, I would have smacked this. If this was a 5 minute, like let's say this 3 minute was a 5 minute. Oh my god, this is such a plus trade. But this is a 3 minute comp gap. Like this is a comp. You know, this is 3 minute. I never took in a 3 minute. And I don't know. I don't know if I should have taken it. It looks really good. Like if you just look at models and models, like what are we doing high time frame? We have what a 3 minute CISD that we perfectly wick into. We also have what we have to reach. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Ooh, we don't. I thought we did. But either way, we have this CISD right here. We have a clear 30-second gap. PO3. We're in line with PO3 here. Beautiful trade. I don't know. It's just a 3 minute comp. I just never took them. So I'm thinking I'm gonna start trying to journal breakaway gaps, trying to back test one of these breakaway gaps slash 3 minute comps because I just never took them before. But this is super clean. And then we immediately with this trade hit TP next candle. You would I feel you would target this sell side, minor sell side right here, and you immediately hit TP. Very clean trade. I really wanted that trade to hit this 5 minute. But if we show crazy reaction like this off the 3 minute gap, I'm saying just take the trade. So I'm gonna journal this. Very clean trade. If we don't open up a 5 minute, then might as well take the 3 minute. Still the same thing, still sponsored. Huge like clear rejection here. But yeah, after that, seeing that play out, there was also an SMT play here. At this point, I kind of just got off. You know, there was really nothing here because if you just look at the 5 minute time frame, we embers this 5 minute. We also have not created a 5 minute, since 10 a.m. So yeah, I kind of didn't see really anything after this. But yeah, there was a 2 minute short right here that you would be in for. You get holy crap, you get edge, bro. Holy shit, you get edge. That's crazy. I would be so mad if I got edge like that. Damn, that's crazy. But yeah, there was a short opportunity here, a 2 minute short, targeting the external sell side liquidity. Yeah, crazy. That's crazy. You get edge by a tick, and then hits your break even point. But yeah, this trade also I think it was really decent. You have what 2 minute. Uh, you have an SMT here. Right here you have an SMT with this high um, external internal. We have an external and internal SMT where ES uh, takes out this DOL and NQ does not. You also have the internal SMT right here. You also manipulate into this BPR right here. I don't really use BPRs. I know what they are, but I just never use them like that. But a BPR is just a disrespect, like an inverse right here. This is just a for rally gap and an inverse for rally gap like mixed together. We have this, we tap perfectly into this BPR. It's waking and CE, waking CE out of this BPR, respecting it. We have what, a 2 minute inversion here, very clear. And yeah, I feel like this trade should have, the TP here is pretty insane that, you missed by 1 point. And I think that was it for the rest of the day. I'm pretty sure we just chopped around and, you know, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all we did. And yeah, that's really it. Today was it's iffy, kind of tricky day to be honest. Just because we didn't get that 3 minute inversion. If this got inversed, oh my god, A plus. But we didn't. We didn't get it. We didn't get the inversion. This inversed all the way down here. Very unfortunate. It's just, it's just, what can you do? Nothing. Again, just move on. If you see another trade that you like, you take it. This 30-second count here also, I think it was a decent play. I actually liked it with the CID tap. I don't really use this CIDs like that, but like if you get like a clear CID tap right here with 3 minute, I'd probably take that. And then we have this SMT'd 3 minute BPR again, super clean. And yeah, that's I think that was really it for today. Kind of awkward, weird, choppy day. But yeah, that's really it. And then we just topped the rest of the day until what, bro? I don't know what is going on, but bro, what is this? Genuinely, what just happened? Like we just literally just ripped up, like PM session. You ripped up, dude. Fucking, you ripped up literally 3%. Like what is going on? Genuinely, it's crazy. But yeah, I did follow my rules. I'm gonna just journal that. I'm gonna journal this 3 minute count. Maybe back test it more. See what how this plays. Breakaway gaps, because I am missing a lot of trades with breakaway gaps. Everything's there. I don't know. I gotta see with breakaway gaps. I'm thinking about implementing it, and then the CIZ also. But yeah, that's really it. They follow my rules, and yeah, yeah, that's it.